Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there on the first play of the game.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Watkins here. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And Fult's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hunt. And he's is into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down the pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
2020 wasn't the year that Chandler Jones would normally have because of a biceps injury. Only 1 sack in the 5 games played, but he had 17 sacks in 2017, 19 in 2019. Let's play some numerology here. Can he have 21 in 2021?
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Herbert now. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Jamal Agnew now to return it. The Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. $10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second down and 8. From the 50, here's Herbert. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39. Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
New England's offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running from the gun with Henry.
Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A minimal minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Oh, you Kareem Hunt. We know you've got the power. We know you've got the speed. Now how about that? Show us a little bit of that wiggle in there. How about that one, partner?
Can you imagine trying to tackle that? Yeah, I'll stay up here with you. They'll try to run with Hunt. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And Kareem Hunt the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw again. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost to football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
On first down, Jones in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, Hunt shedding through the defense. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. Trying to run for the first down with Hunt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
That open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
The handoff running left, Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
A lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on first down. Henry, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On third down, Henry. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Jones. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And the Jets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. Flushed
out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, it's Hunt, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. This was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. For this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down now, Felton. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
going for it with Hunt. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the 27, Herbert goes right side, complete to Gronk. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner who's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, getting different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, it's Hunt. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll run with Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss drops them back to 4